Welcome back to You Loving Life. I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I just absolutely love this book called Stranger by the River. It's Paul Twitchell, and it's him having conversations with Rebazar Tar's master. And Rebazar Tars is saying to him that he's going to tell him the riddle of God. And this is what he says the riddle of God is. God is what you believe it is. No one is wrong about the existence of God, and yet no one is right about their knowledge of God. Okay, so no one's wrong about the existence, but no one actually is right about their knowledge of what God really is. There is no mystery in God except that it is what each soul believes that it is. So the riddle is that, but all people will quarrel and argue about the greatness of God and their own knowledge. Okay, so everyone wants to fight about it. Like, I'm right, you're wrong. It's very juvenile if you think about it. Like, if you're happy with what you think, great. You don't need to, like, you know, tell other people they're wrong. Okay. Yet every person is right in their knowledge of God. But does this mean that the drunkard is as right as the great minister who preaches from the pulpit? Yes, I say that the drunkard, is as much upon the path as the preacher in his pulpit. Ah, but this is justified in your thinking. Each is in his own place according to his own understanding. But there is the answer. If the drunkard seeks God through his bottle, and it seems irreverent to speak of both in the same breath, then let it be. But I mean to tell you that the seeking of happiness, be it on a material plane or spiritual plane, is the seeking of God. Okay, so seeking of happiness is the seeking of God. Seeking of love is the seeking of God. Think about that. For all of us who are looking to be happy, we're actually looking for God. The ideal of the drunkard is to become drunk and unconscious so he can forget all and dwell within himself in a state of happiness. The God seeker wishes to become unconscious in a state of inner silence, to forget all and dwell in a state of happiness within. What is the difference? Let's find out. None, I tell you, for the drunkard may be closer to God than the God seeker who, with all their intensity for the sugmad or God, may drive it away. You know, when you're searching, and leaning forward so much, people back up. So intensity may drive it away. On the other hand, the drunkard will, in his drunkenness, forget himself, his selfishness and false self, and it being this way may have God's mercy granted to him, and lo, the enlightenment comes. Only two things pervade upon the seeker or the drunkard. Both must be interested in what they seek, be it God or selfish interest. They must be interested in what they seek, okay? Both must have concentrated upon what they are seeking, and in finding it, must believe in it. The only difference is usually purity of character and ideals. But who knows what your fellow man has in their heart unless their tongue or deeds reveal such? So there could be a preacher who is a pedophile or a psychopath, and there could be a drunkard who wants to help people and protect people. So you really don't know what is in a person's heart. I'm not saying that all I'm not saying all drunkards are not bad and doing bad things or thinking bad things and that all preachers are bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you might think it's the opposite way, but actually you don't know what is in a person's heart. And such is the riddle of God. God will come to anyone who needs him or her, regardless of what their state of character or ideals may be. This is the riddle of God. Okay, so God is there for everyone, period. That's what this means. It doesn't mean you should go and become like an alcoholic. I just want to be clear on that. This is not what I am stating here. That's not what he was saying. Not at all. It's just the point is that God is for everyone. So if you're being all pompous and being like, well, I'm in this religion and God's only for us, then you're actually at a level of consciousness that is below the higher consciousness levels, which is okay. You know, we've all been there. But there are higher levels of consciousness where you can see what he's saying. And he is basically saying that God loves everyone. God is there for everyone. That means you too, even if you're the drunkard or if you're an evil pastor or something. Just saying, like, don't, I don't mean it like pastors are bad. So please don't take it that way. But I'm just saying, or if you're an evil drunkard or whatever, whoever you are, if you turn to God, then you can change your life, right? So that's what the point of this is, in my humble opinion. Again, this was written by Paul Twitchell. You guys can, find it. There are a lot of, I think probably different copyright dates. I could be wrong about that, but I would, yeah, well, I would get the most recent one. But anyway, that's what I like to do. So I thought I'd share this because I think it's really important that we start to realize that everyone is a valuable human being on this planet. And if we could all just, realize that, then we would stop fighting over nothing. It's like toddlers fighting with each other over the cookie, and they both have a cookie, whatever. Like, keep your cookie, okay? And let them keep theirs, and everyone can have cookies together, different cookies or whatever, okay? All right, that's all for this one. Like and subscribe if you do. Share these videos. I think they're useful. I hope they are. And check out eckankar.org if you want more information about texts like this. They're very, very helpful. So I love you guys, and make it a beautiful day. Yay. Okay, bye.